I will pull up the stream as soon as it decides it wants to show up in my feed, so that way we can keep a good idea on who is actually here.
Who is here?
I don't know.
What's up, everybody? And welcome to the Minute Channel.
Shut up, Alexa.
Whoa. Well, that was weird. And they probably hear us double there, too, so...
For about 2 seconds.
Oh, well. Okay. Well, this is so weird to look at me twice here, so we're gonna go ahead.
How about you just look at the live one instead of the one that's being played via YouTube?
Yeah.
So that way you have a better idea of
freaking me out. I'm like, what the heck's going on? All right. Well,
wow, that was quick.
We can wait.
Showed up.
We can wait for people. We can just go ahead and get started with it. It always freaks me out a bit. But it doesn't look too bad. I want to go ahead and close everything else because I don't want to like freak it out or whatever.
You don't want to break the stream like we did last time.
Yeah, last time I freaked out a whole lot. So, of course you messaged me there and everything.
Who did?
You.
Oh. Yeah, I just needed it to be let in. I'm sorry.
Who messaged me?
Me.
The one guy.
The one guy that's sitting next to you.
Yeah. Alright, and we're live and everything looks good?
Yeah, no, I've got the stream over here.
Awesome. What's up, everybody? I know there's like one viewer and it's probably you.
It's me.
Oh, but welcome to the Minute Channel, and today we are going to be doing just a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of stuff to go over, whatever. And if we come up with other stuff, we'll throw it into there, even though...
Yeah.
Whatever.
And before we actually get into that stuff, like, I'm in the chat myself. We're going to keep a close eye on this to try and... see, like, hey, what's everyone asking? What's everyone talking about? Mm-hmm. All you got to do, just send us a message, and we will do our best to get to everyone in a timely manner. Oh, hey. Hey, buddy.
Hey,
hi, friend.
Person. How's it going?
If you want to talk to us, just let us know. Like, just... toss in a question and hopefully we'll get to it before it disappears.
Yeah.
Holy crap, we got 4 people now.
What's up, everybody? What's up? What's going on? We're just getting ready for everything. So before we actually start any kind of discussions or any of the stuff that we're gonna go, we're just gonna talk about what we've been doing. We always start a
really, Savannah?
podcast.
Really?
Like anyway, so what you been doing? What you been watching, playing?
I've honestly just been going ham on Borderlands 3.
Borderlands 3 still, yeah?
And a while back I actually saw Joker finally.
Awesome.
We'll make another video on that one, because that's a whole discussion in and of itself. This
is another stuff for another day, but really cool stuff. I watched Joker 2, I watched the Addams Family.
I still haven't seen
and,
literally, the Joker is the first movie I've seen since Endgame.
Oh, and I watched what is that new movie with not the movie, the second movie of the Zombieland. I watched Zombieland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Zombieland.
Zombieland was dope.
It was really funny. I think the
first one was really funny.
Yeah, I think the first one was definitely better. I think the only thing that I have an issue with this movie particularly is that it came out too late, like 10 years too late. Like
yeah, they really kind of struck while the iron was super cold on that one.
Yeah, so it's kind of like this been done before, and it's nobody's fault, but just coming out a little bit too late. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was really funny. I knew what I was going into from the beginning. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this. And we're gonna talk about Tokyo Mirage Sessions first, and then we're gonna talk about Star Wars. So that way,
the whole reason I wore this really good shirt.
Exactly. So Tokyo Mirage Sessions is talked about this game before with him. He might not remember it.
I do remember it.
You remember it.
It's a very vague memory.
Yeah, it's the crossover with Fire Emblem and Shin Megami Tensei Persona.
Now it's all coming back.
So apparently the game is gonna come out with the Western censorship censored edition of the game.
Well, of course it is. What anime or game or anything that's come from Japan has not come over here?
But here's the kicker: it's gonna come out in Japan censored as well. They're gonna release the original Western, because this is a remaster of the game or a re-release of the game. It's gonna come out censored in Japan as well. So obviously, what happens when that happens? People get mad. There's a lot of cancellations on their. Even Nintendo had to issue refunds on the game, which Nintendo's not really known for offering refunds. So yeah, that was crappy. I think it was crappy because they forgot to mention that for 2 months.
That it was going to be censored in Japan as well as over here.
Yeah, they waited 2 months to announce that it was going to censor when people had already pre-ordered and everything.
That's actually really shitty.
Yeah, and in the website, if you have seen the website, it will show the pictures not censored.
Okay, so they're false advertising.
Yeah, they're false advertising. Yeah.
Like straight up, like that's not even maybe no that's straight up just false advertising.
Exactly. Yeah. So they false advertised and they did all this crap and everything like that. So obviously shit hit the fan. Everybody's talking about it, and I think the biggest thing is why. The game doesn't show any nudity whatsoever. So it's not like one of those.
It's just very suggestive.
Games. It's just suggestive.
It's not like we don't have actual nudity in recent games.
I mean, fucking Fire Emblem is. I mean, it's like a crossover of Fire Emblem and Persona.
Well, Fire Emblem doesn't have any nudity.
Sure, no, but it's mature in a sense. But I mean, look at Persona. Look at any of the Persona characters. All the beach scenes that they have.
Well. It's just like any anime, man. They always have a beach episode, man.
Exactly. So, how different is the beach episode versus
or like
suggestive clothing? There's even suggestive clothing in Persona. I mean, look at Anne.
Yeah.
So this
or look at Makoto. Oh my god, it took me forever to get there.
Yeah.
It's like they're both in tight leather clothing.
Yeah. So it's crazy.
It's no worse than like going over to like Red Dead Redemption 2 and seeing literal hookers walking around.
And I think the last game was mature too. Either way, even after being censored.
Yeah, Persona 5 was definitely mature.
So I don't know, it's crazy stuff. I don't think it was necessary. I heard from people that it was because because they already had the version done, and they just figured if they could release the one version worldwide, that way they don't have to pay for dub again and all this kind of stuff. I mean, you're losing money because people are not gonna buy your game anymore. So I don't know how much money you saved from doing that.
Yeah, you really, if anything, you lost more money than you saved.
Yeah, exactly. Even though I've been hearing a lot of this censorship stuff from Sony. You heard about that?
I haven't.
They're actually been blocking, those suggestive Japanese games with, what I'm talking about.
Not really, actually.
The dating sims type that the Japanese like to play a lot.
No.
Okay, a lot of these games,
I haven't heard any of this, man.
Anyway.
I go to work, I come home, I sleep. That's really all I do.
Anyway, so Sony has been blocking a lot of these videos, a lot of these games because of that. But I'm surprised Nintendo's been doing it, did it with this game, because they haven't had any issues before lately. I mean, they have fucking God, what the fuck is this? They had The Witcher 3.
Oh my god.
The Witcher 3 released on the Switch.
Okay. If anyone doesn't know, I actually have a problem with Persona, not Persona.
The Witcher?
The Witcher 3, it actually crashed my PlayStation hardware, and no one had a solution for me. But I'm like, I know exactly what you're talking about, because I played like a good 30 hours of that game, not story-wise.
I have a funny story about The Witcher while we're having about this.
Even still, it's like there are people, you'll just be walking around and their like shirts are coming off, or like literally Geralt is the biggest horn dog in the entire game. Yeah. He gets laid just about every town he goes to.
Anyway, so it's just really funny that Nintendo will have the Switch, full for nudity and everything, and then this one game is showing a little bit of titties, we can't have that in this game.
Are you serious?
Anime titties too.
Anime titties is what you have a problem with, but you have no problem showing what is essentially several fully naked women in The Witcher 3.
Man. So it's just outright hilarious. I can't even describe it any other way. Just fucking funny as hell. Anyway, so any other comments you want to say about this before we move on to Star Wars?
Other than I think it's really dumb that people are
Honestly,
really doing
I
that.
think I should be more mad than I am, but I don't know why I expected it to begin with.
Blame SJWs? Why?
I don't think it's
Like,
SJWs in this particular
no,
case.
I'm pretty sure it's just people from on the corporate side. They're like, we don't want to piss a lot of people off, or at least the vocal ones off. So
I don't know.
or it could just be
I don't know
like what
because
he said.
either way, at the end of the day, like shit hit the fan, people got mad anyway. So
It literally it doesn't matter who is going on.
he commented something else. I can't see your comments, so
I can.
I'm looking it down. Let me see it right here.
For the Tokyo Mirage session censorship,
Right.
JWs, like man, it literally could be nothing more than just
The first time,
just a corporate decision. It really could.
I don't know.
And
I
all
think
it
they
could
tried to
be.
make it kids friendly for like to get a 13 plus or whatever
Or a
it's
teen
called,
rating
a
or
teen
something
rating,
like
and
that.
they still got a mature rating, so it doesn't really even matter.
You got a mature rating. Oh well. Or better yet, how about give us an option? Like,
Hey,
there's-
isn't the best selling game ever mature game? Best selling game being what is that called?
I have
It still feels mature. Yeah, but it does
I have
mature.
no idea what game you're talking about.
Grand Theft Auto 5. That's the
Oh,
best
that one,
game
yeah.
selling game ever.
Or,
At least a
here's
mature
the thing.
game.
How about like if a game has those suggestive things, but you also want to put out like the censored version, maybe give an option within the game to like turn this on or turn this off, and just like make sure the parents are involved, and like have some actual like I don't know. Buyer beware kind of thing going on.
I don't know. I don't think. I don't know. This is a fucking rabbit hole that we're going to. He said, "Where did you guys go?
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Going like somewhere, or a conversation just took a weird direction?"
I mean, we're right here.
Okay. A conversation went a different direction. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
We're just
sorry.
talking in general. How like, I think some companies will go. Spider-Man.
I have no idea what you're talking about there, dude. Like the game that I had in mind was actually oh god, what was
Oh, okay.
there was a game that I
Our
actually
live stream went off for a minute. Apparently.
okay. But there was actually a game that I remember playing. I think it was called Heavy Metal. It was a Jack Black game. Where he played the protagonist, but it literally had in the opening segments 2 openers like, "Hey, do you want cursing in this game or do you want blood in this game?" If you said no, it took it out or it bleeped it. If you said yes, it was there. It's like it doesn't take much.
That's an interesting concept, actually. I haven't.
I turned everything on because
Is that Legend? Something Legend?
Heavy Metal maybe.
I don't know what it's called, but I know what you're talking about. The one with Jack Black. Yeah. He.
I'll look it up real quick.
It was an interesting game. Anyway, there's absolutely no reason for the censorship on this particular
Brutal Legend. That's what.
Brutal Legend. That's, yeah, I knew it was something, but I agree with your idea, which is what the.
I just now got the lead up. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, one of the guys you follow is now streaming. Really?
So we just
YouTube?
got a notification for that.
I hadn't heard it's
Censored gaming. I haven't heard of it. Oh, they do.
Oh, cool.
That's interesting. Yeah, I think there's a lot more censorship going on now with the way politics play out.
Oh yeah,
before.
politics now have their fingers in everything. Don't get me wrong; it's not always a bad thing. We're finally getting politics involved in loot boxes and all that kind of.
That's
random
one thing that
BS.
should be censored.
That should have been censored a long time ago, but no, nobody really thought anything about it until people started spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on these loot boxes.
I heard about this one guy that spent like $150,000 on a fucking Transformer game.
That was a super garbage game. But
I'm
he
like,
spent
you gotta
it
be shitting
anyway.
me. If you're gonna spend $150,000, at least play a fucking good game.
Well, he might have just really liked Transformers, but who knows?
Okay, so he was talking about that they talked about Tokyo Mirage sessions.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. I'm gonna check it out later, and if
We're not gonna check it out on the stream. Like, no offense, man, but we're this is just us talking back and forth. But
anyway, so
yeah, we're having fun so far. How about you?
I think so. I think we're having fun so far. All right, so you want to move into?
That was a weird segue.
That's a weird segue, right?
Not by blood. We do claim each other as brothers. Though.
We known each other for a long time. We used to work together a long time ago.
God, it literally has been. Facebook actually showed it. It was 7 years ago that we became Facebook friends, but we were friends for like 3 months before that.
Yeah.
It's literally been about 7 years since we started hanging out and talking and all that crap.
And we started talking about things like Persona and...
in fact, I think the day 2 weeks after I accepted your friend request, or you accepted my friend request, let's be honest.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
I think is when we went out, hung out, and I got my PlayStation Vita.
I speak Spanish. He speaks English. That's
as our first languages, because he obviously can speak English fairly well.
Yeah, but yeah, he just I don't know.
I am trying to learn German at the moment, but I'm doing very terribly.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard you try it. So.
I'm very bad at it. Don't ask me. Please do not ask me, because I will butcher everything. I can't even speak English properly.
Apparently.
Anyway.
All right, so we're gonna move on to what did we have on the list there? Did you have anything else you wanted to comment on this censorship?
Not really. Other than okay, I have a problem with a lot of censorship, and obviously this is just a company trying to be like, we're just trying to cut out the middleman and maybe not have like people jump down our throats for things that we can't really control because we're not a part of the dev team. Yeah. But at the same time, like, censorship of really anything, and this goes for a lot of things too. Like, I don't support hate. I will support someone's right to say said hate, but that's not going to mean I'm going to stop anybody who's going to come and beat the ever-living crap out of you. Like,
yeah, I think that can be on the other side of the spectrums. And he was asking, or he or she, I don't know. Are you a he or she? I don't know.
Also, great name. I just realized that it's Bankai.
Bankai Master 78. Huge Bleach fans here, by the way.
I actually have volumes 1 through 26 still sitting on my bookshelf from when I was collecting. That was actually the first manga series I collected.
Oh, there are tough stuff that we had was regarding Star Wars, because we did had the last final trailer show up, and we were gonna talk about the Jedi Fallen Order game too, because it just recently dropped as well. So just Star Wars stuff. And
for the most part, just we just got a little too deep on the first topic, and we were like, let's not move on just yet.
No, and it's a good topic to talk about, because I barely talked about it on my channel. I had like one video about it, and then I
think that video was the one you and was the other podcast I was in.
Yeah. We talked about it, and then this news came out. Oh, Mabinogi? I used to play that
never heard of it.
MMO like fucking 20 years ago. No, maybe not 20 years, maybe like 15 years ago.
I never played MMORPGs growing up just because I didn't have a
You might
decent
recognize
computer.
this one because they used to have ads on the Shonen Jump on the Shonen Jump magazine. They used to have ads for that a lot. Let me show you this one right here. I used to play a girl, and I used to say that I was a girl, and people will give me money. No, desperate guys that they will like give you money and stuff.
Oh yeah. I did that too on the one the one or two MMOs that I actually played.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, it must have been about almost 20 years ago. I used to play that on Ragnarok Online a lot. Did you guys ever play Ragnarok? No.
I played a Ragnarok game that was on the Vita, but that was about it.
But that's completely different. But it's a good game, though. Whoa, that just took us out. We just went offline for a minute. And we're back again.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're back. We're back.
Okay,
all right.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back with really bad reception, apparently, according to this. Just comment here and let him know that we're still here somewhere.
I will.
Yeah, apparently, I don't know why we... All right, so we're gonna move on to
The Star Wars trailer.
Star Wars
or do we wanna
trailer?
do the Star Wars game.
I don't know. Want to talk about the game first?
Let's talk about the game first because I really want to talk about the movie last.
Okay, okay.
I have a lot to say.
All right, all right. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out the gameplay.
I actually haven't seen anything since like the first or second.
You haven't seen, so that's exactly why I want to talk about it, because you haven't seen it. So so let me give you kind of like what people are comparing it to. People are comparing the game to.
Yeah, seriously, just Bankai Master. Seriously, just go watch it. It just, ooh, I got chills.
Yeah, well, so
particularly during like the last scene, but we're getting ahead of ourselves.
God,
we're getting ahead of ourselves.
So exciting, so exciting.
Game.
So
Game. Do you need me to type it in? You seem like you're a little far away from the keyboard.
I am far away. So, needless to say, if you are the owner of the video that I'm going to show, I'm not claiming your video as my own. We're just doing it constructively so we can discuss it, okay? So, if you own this video, please don't claim...
Please don't claim this. We really just want to talk about the game. That's all we want to do.
God. So, I'm not going to show a whole lot, but I want to show you the basics of it. But I do want to tell you that...
Oh,
I do want to tell you that they are comparing this to
Mossy AT-ATs.
Yeah, they're comparing this to what? What are they comparing this to? Wow, this is taking a massive loss on my. Holy cow! This is in 4K.
Sorry, we're having
technical difficulties on this.
That looks so cool.
Yeah.
That is very like Shadow of the Colossus. Right there.
Yeah, they're comparing this to Shadow of the Colossus. They're comparing it to the what are the Sony games? The one with the Explorer.
Oh,
Uncharted.
Yes, Uncharted.
And then comparing this to the Dark Souls in a lot of the gameplay elements. So it's a good compare. Like if they're comparing it to games like that, then it's really exciting.
That is because all of those games were really good.
Oh, and there was another game that they also mentioned in between all this stuff. Which looking at this, pretty exciting.
Just looks like he's just looks like he's got a big old beard. Really
so funny. I want to skip a little bit so you can see the kind of like gameplay.
I do appreciate that they're trying to bring the new canon into these games with like Saw Gerrera that we saw there for a second.
Alright, so skip so you can see some of that gameplay there.
Oh god, I love that the lightsaber creates drag lines.
Yeah, it's so good.
Sucks
it's
that
good
they don't
to see.
stay though.
Yeah, they should. But think about how much that will. Oops. I completely changed that. Sorry about that.
Sorry
about that, guys. I just kind of wanted to keep an eye on the chat, but
Wait a minute. I think I know. Wait, who are you? Sorry, I noticed someone new in the chat.
If there's somebody else,
I don't know who you are.
Hello, whoever joined the chat.
I'm fairly certain I know who you are now. Oh, yeah, I know who you are. See you on Thursday. In case anyone's wondering, that's a person that I played D&D with on Thursday.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, I really love this gameplay so far.
It's funnier because our characters are the last ones left alive from the original group.
That's fucking funny.
Anyway, sorry about the side tangent. Back to Star Wars.
Look at that force push right there.
Oh, it looks just... he's using his lightsaber as a flashlight. Are you serious? Oh, that's great. And
use the force to feel.
Well, look at the lighting effects though. Like that's really good. I still want to see him use the double-bladed lightsaber that his lightsaber is clearly based off of.
Maybe later on you get to edit it and look at it.
Meta for the win.
Oh, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh yeah, that might be the other one.
Yeah, that was the other one. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a little bit late on looking at your comments here.
No,
and I am so sorry about that. But yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn. So that's the skill tree, I think.
Oh, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
I love how it just leaves a mark right there on the ground.
Yeah, because that's where.
No, that's a focus point.
No, I think that was the
them pausing or whatever. God, this game just evokes images and memories of The Force Unleashed.
I think I showed you a little bit of this before.
Yeah, you did. You definitely did.
Because that's when you get into some combat and it looks so nice.
Also, Meta, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for watching the video.
Ooh, Dark R2 unit.
I always found that interesting that they always have like a dark droid, that they're actually black.
Well, they're the Empire. Like, of course they are. I mean, have you seen their uniforms? It's all white and black.
Yeah. No, but I found it interesting because he doesn't...
that was really cool.
Yeah.
And a saber throw, just for flair. Oh, hey buddy, hey dead scout trooper.
I just like how heavy, like you feel the heat on the lightsaber, because like I think that's one of the things that I didn't like about the what was it, the one game for The Force Unleashed.
Yes. Oh, these guys look dope as hell.
Mm-hmm, they do. This is a full I just like this combat. He feels so heavy, so like.
Yeah, so
tangible.
visceral.
Because that's one thing that I didn't like about The Force Unleashed.
Oh yeah, no, you were literally
your lightsaber just.
Well, to be fair, there were very few people in the actual game that could stop your lightsaber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it had the right feel, it just didn't have the right weight.
Yeah, I think so. I think
whereas like people like this, it feels like he's swinging around a longsword that's made out of metal for just simplicity's sake.
Mm-hmm. I just like how it looks.
Yeah, it does look really good. I really hope this guy dons like actual Jedi robes later on.
Yeah, it will be interesting.
Just to be like, yeah, I'm a Jedi. So what?
Yeah, and then you have those stamp packs to heal you.
Those are stim packs?
I don't know what. No, that's what I'm just calling them. Whatever you want to call them.
If anything, it should be back to packs.
Whatever you want to call them, I don't care.
I'm a Star Wars nerd. I'm sorry.
It's just like it.
Trooper?
Yeah. And you can decide to let them kill each other and then attack, or go and attack them directly.
Although it's smarter to wait until they weaken themselves, go in and kill the rest. And kill what's left over.
So I heard this game is actually a lot harder than it looks, because hence the and you can slow time like that. Not time, really but cool. Slow them with the Force.
It looked like he just like stopped them, like what Kylo Ren did.
Exactly.
Oh God, what was it?
That was such a fucking badass move.
Oh my God, you want to talk about power move? He not only stopped a sniper bullet, because that wasn't a regular rifle.
Yeah.
A sniper bullet, and the person who shot it a second after it was fired. Oh my God, that was such a freaking power move. So. Oh.
Yeah, I love this. This is awesome.
So cool.
Yeah. I'm so excited for this game, but at the same time, like,
you're really
the
worried.
last two EA Star Wars games weren't good.
Of course they weren't.
So I'm half concerned, half like, man, I'm so excited. I just wanna. And obviously, you have that slowing down thing so you can cross around and stuff. I think it's pretty cool overall. I think I showed you this, right?
Yeah, we got to that point and then we stopped.
Yeah. Okay, this is 5 days ago. So this is Game Informers.
Yeah, like that's in keeping with the kind of.
Uh-oh, you might want to.
Yeah, I wanna.
I was about to say you might want to get rid of those voices real quick.
Mm-hmm. So this is where the demo ends. The one that we've seen, that's where it ends.
And that's a K2SO droid, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's the K2SO droid.
No, it's just one.
It just, again, tying into...
the Rogue One movie.
Yeah, which was, honestly, I think, one of the best new canon Star Wars movies.
Think, other than, The Force Awakens, best Disney movie so far.
Best Disney Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really do. You see, here's the thing. I'm one of those weird people that actually really enjoys all of the Star Wars movies. Mm-hmm. And, even the bad ones, which everyone...
Look at that. You can easily get fucked there.
Yeah. if you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
But like even
Oh, that was so cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm watching.
It's fine.
Yeah, go.
It's fine. You do your thing, bro.
Yeah.
Like I enjoyed episodes 1, 2, 3. I enjoyed. I really like 4, 5, and 6 because obviously that's where my childhood was. I got to see 1, 2, and 3 in theaters, which was awesome. And now that I'm seeing all the new ones from Disney, I don't see a problem with them. I understand that a lot of people have problems with these movies because, one, George Lucas is not involved anymore. Two, it's Disney basically said, no, the entirety of all previous canon is no longer canon other than the movies and the TV shows that we've done.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong.
You know, the first time that I heard about this, I was actually pretty hyped for that because the canon, let's face it, was getting a little convoluted.
It was really convoluted. Like even I can admit that because I didn't have even a small fraction of the books, and I was confused as hell.
Yeah.
But I still enjoy every second of it. And just because there's no new stuff being produced for the old canon doesn't mean you can't enjoy the old canon for what it was.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
same
That's
thing.
fair.
Same thing with the new canon. Just because this is new canon doesn't mean you have to like it or dislike it.
Yeah.
And I hate the people that are like, oh, it's new canon, so it's not actually real canon. Real canon is everything up until Disney acquired it. It's like, no. You told everyone who says that more than likely also told George Lucas he sucked for episodes 1, 2, and 3. So,
I really feel bad for him.
I really do.
Yeah.
Now, granted, he made out like a bandit selling Star Wars to Disney, but at the same time, like everyone told him he sucked. What more was there for him to do?
Cool.
Like there really wasn't. You can't really say that this would be any different or any better with George Lucas behind the helm.
Yeah.
Like,
fair enough.
I really love all the Star Wars canon, and I will continue to enjoy it till probably the day I die. Now, if they just want to if they literally come out with the next couple Star Wars films that are like, oh, you should support Disney because Disney is now a thing in the Star Wars universe, and they are the guys that are actually controlling everything, and they are awesome. Like, if it starts coming out that like it's literally nothing more than an advertisement for Disney or like another big corporation or something like that,
Yeah.
then I will have a problem.
Well, I heard that Disney's gonna take a break on the Star Wars movies after this one.
Oh yes,
So-
they really do need to because Star Wars fatigue, and just like with Marvel, like there is a huge fatigue going on.
I think
with
they
all
should have
these
waited a little
movies.
bit before they start the new
For
the new Marvel.
yeah, but considering the fact that they have, oh my god, what was it, like 15 new films set to come out over the next 10 or so years?
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, that's really cool. But that's a lot of Marvel you're shoving down our throats.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I'm probably going to love every second of it. But I am not indicative of the vast majority of viewers.
Yeah, there's
Now-
gonna be a fatigue eventually.
Oh, no, there already is. Like, they really should have been like, okay, Infinity War is over. The entire Infinity War arc is over. Let's give it 2 years. Let's work on other projects.
Start filming some fucking movies at that time. You know, like, I don't know.
Stop making live-action remakes of old movies. Stop it.
That's one thing that Disney's doing that I'm just fucking hating right now. No, let's be honest. I don't think all the Marvel movies are good, and I'm gonna like come under fire for that. But I think that it's
particularly recently. No offense to the people who love these movies, and please don't
We
think
love,
that
like, yeah.
that I hate these characters or these movies. But Black Panther and Captain Marvel were just not to the same quality that every other Marvel movie has
I
been.
thought Black Panther was good, but
It was. Don't get me wrong. I still thought they were good
Captain
movies.
Marvel was not a good movie.
I even thought that was a good movie. It was definitely not to the same level that older Marvel movies or even the actual Infinity War movies were. Like, it really is. It really was a case of like they just had to make those movies to make sure those characters were introduced enough to really make an impact in the next few movies.
Yeah.
Which really kind of sucks, particularly with the money that they did bring in.
Yeah.
Imagine if they had spent an extra year or so saying, hey, we're going to build up all the characters that are supposed to be in these movies and then go into the actual final Infinity War movie. Whereas they were just like, nope, we're gonna bust out two other movies while this other movie is being filmed, and then we're just gonna be like, whatever. So that's one of those things that I have kind of an issue with when it comes to Disney. But otherwise, Disney can keep doing what they're doing, and they're probably just like Nintendo. They're one of the granddaddies of entertainment. They're probably not going to go out of business for quite a while.
Yeah.
So it really does.
Oh shit, that was so cool.
That looked more like a glitch than a force power, though. To be honest with you, like you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like that looked like a these were supposed to be aligned. Let's just.
Man.
But like.
That was a
There
force
really
jump,
is.
though.
I know. It just looked really goofy. Like I know force jumps look goofy normally, but that was. I mean, that really looked goofy.
The one that I always thought it was so weird was the force jump that Luke does, when he's hiding from Vader, on episode 5. When they're fighting.
When they're fighting like in Cloud City.
Yeah.
Or are you talking about episode 6 where they
episode 6
rescue Han?
When he jumps in on top of some cables or whatever. He does the one jump and it just looks so bad. And it's not.
To be fair, it's 1980s.
Like, fucking, yeah, I know. But it just looks so bad. And that's like the first time, one of the fewer times that you see a force jump on the first, on the Star Wars movies.
The original canon.
Yeah, and it's just so bad. But yeah, it looked a little bit awkward here too. But yeah, I mean the gameplay looks really good. Going back to
super sorry to go off on that huge tangent about Disney and Star Wars and all that crap, but we're kind of talking about it, so it makes sense.
It's part of the conversation. We'll come back to this conversation though once we talk about the
actual movie.
Dude, this game looks so good.
I know. Didn't you say this was by the same guys who did the giant mech fighting game?
Yeah, Titanfall. Yeah, and what was that other games they did recently?
I don't know.
Some multiplayer game that
to be honest, I don't.
Apex Legends is what it's called.
Okay, I don't get me wrong. I enjoy watching those games. I don't enjoy playing those games. I had too many bad experiences in the Xbox 360 era of multiplayer gaming that I kind of refuse to play online multiplayer.
I'm scarred for life.
Unless I'm playing with somebody that I know, like this guy, or maybe some other friends that I know. But for the most part, I don't enjoy playing multiplayer games.
Yeah. All right. So I think we're going to move on to...
Also, I don't know if it's just me, but our video stream looks like it's really far behind.
Yeah, it probably is. It's just the way that it works out with these things. I think the connection is a little bit crappy at the time, so...
Anyway, let's just get back to this.
Let's cut back to these.
These nuts?
These nuts.
That was such a dumb joke.
Your video has been blocked in our regions.
What?
No.
Oh God! Don't scare me like that. Man.
No. I'm just kidding here. All right.
Oh boy.
Just leave a comment there. I think we were successful on our reconnection. So welcome back to us and everybody else, I guess.
I get it. Okay, we're back. I think we're good. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Problem?
Nope.
Any reason you're checking your phone?
Yeah, I'm making sure that we're actually live here.
Oh, zero. That didn't show up in my chat for some reason. I don't know why. There it is. Okay.
It's refreshing and shit. That's what I'm trying to see.
Favorite Star Wars movie?
I had to refresh again and again to see if we were even...
Oh, no, we're live.
Yeah.
Zero, thank you for the question. Before we actually get into the trailer discussion, do you want to talk about your favorite Star Wars movie?
Favorite Star Wars movie?
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard one.
I know, right?
Shit. I think my favorite is gonna be New Hope. I think it's such a good start for the series. And it really
Episode 4?
Episode 4, yeah. New Hope, yeah.
I just want to confirm that. I was like, that is episode 4. I'm not losing my mind, am I?
Yeah, so that's like the very beginning of the saga.
Yeah, well, Relatively speaking, that depends on when you started watching these
Yeah.
movies and all sorts of other things.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think it's like the whole hero's journey is so well done.
it really is, and I will agree with you that that's a really good one. I still don't think it is my favorite. In
What's
fact,
your favorite one?
I'm going to be somewhat controversial. I think Episode 3 is my favorite.
Episode 3? I don't think it's controversial.
Revenge of the Sith.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the
Yeah.
cream of the crap, as most people call it.
Cream of the crap.
Yeah. I will actually say the reason I enjoy that movie the most is that it's the culmination of the fallen hero.
Mm-hmm.
It is Darth Vader finally becoming the monster we all know him to be. I think it has some of the best lightsaber choreography of the entire series up until the more recent ones. Then I think also hearing Duel of the Fates one final time for their big ultimate battle at the very end. Oh, goosebumps every single time.
Yeah. I think it's the Duel of the
Duel of the Fates.
Fates is such a good song too. Like whenever I hear it, I'm always like I always think of that particular moment.
To be fair, I really do think that Duel of the Fates and the introduction of like the Sith, quote unquote, is the ultimate claim to fame that the prequel trilogy actually has. Like, it expands on Sith lore, it expanded on lightsabers, expanded on duels. Honestly, John Williams is a mastermind when it came to creating Duel of Fates.
Yeah. Do you know
Holy cow, I love that piece of music. Heck, I've got it saved on my YouTube playlist just so I can listen to it every so often.
When Disney first announced that they were doing the new movies, now they purchased Star Wars and everything.
All of Lucas.
I always thought that they were gonna be doing prequels to the prequels.
Like going even further.
Going
back.
farther to a time where.
Like none of the characters that we know even
Yeah,
exist.
exactly. Just building something new from there. I mean, there's a lot of really good lore.
Oh yeah, honestly, I was
the Republic.
Even if they go back to like the old Republic or even farther back, like I think there is actually a really good storyline that they could do, particularly if they want to continue down this whole like dark timeline that they seem to be wanting to go down. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but like every movie that they've put out has had a very dark theme to it.
Yeah.
The heroes barely win. The heroes barely escape. Honestly, if they really want to continue this, the saga that I think they want to look at from old canon and maybe rework into something new would be the Darth Bane trilogy.
Oh, that'll be a good trilogy to do. But people are more attached to this trilogy than even the newer stuff. So
yeah, I wouldn't want them to really screw up Darth Bane.
Yeah.
But if they did it justice, it would be so cool.
It will be really good.
Oh, but they do need to give both Marvel and
Star Wars a break.
break.
If they can do a couple years break and then come back to it, I think
like
it'll be good.
continue making just TV shows and just let it simmer. Don't completely just wipe it off the board.
Yeah.
Let it simmer.
Yeah.
Let it relax for a little bit, and then like get everyone that you need together. Get the money, get the crew, get the locations. All you need to actually build up these new bigger movies and just go from there. Like that'd be super cool.
Yeah.
Also, thanks for the question, Zero.
All right, so I think we're actually gonna start talking about Star Wars the movie because we talked about a lot of
other things.
Preface, and we
that
haven't
was
even
not what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, we haven't done that at all yet. Okay, so what do you think of? Oh, what do you think of the trailer?
Oh God, it got me. I'm not gonna lie, it got me really excited. Like really excited. Like a little bit more excited than I should be just from watching a trailer. Mainly due to the fact that it looks like Kylo Ren is using at least for a small segment of the trailer, it looked like he was using the reverse grip for his lightsaber. Did you see that?
In my previous trailer, you kind of see that, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's like, oh, that's so freaking cool. Like, just the one thing that they've been doing really well has been the lightsaber duels in this. Like, I know people golf and balk at what was the last one called?
The Last Jedi.
No, was it?
Yeah, The Last Jedi.
Oh yeah, the Last Jedi when when they're fighting on the ship and like two Sith troopers are off to the side and they're just fighting each other for no apparent reason. It's like, no, in an actual combat orientation, particularly when it comes to these type of troopers, they would be super attuned with each other. It would know exactly what the other person is doing.
Yeah.
So they're like backing this person up to keep the lightsaber from just pushing them away.
Yeah.
But the lightsaber duels in this have been absolutely fantastic. I still don't think they're my favorite just yet. I do think that particular one stands out, but I don't think it's my favorite.
I just realized that
Good people will fight if we lead them.
Also,
I didn't the first time that I saw this, and I'm gonna like pause it back a little bit because I just realized that Rose is like right there,
yeah.
and I thought she died.
What do you mean?
Like I was hoping that she had died to like have a meaningful. Okay, my idea for Finn was that Rose will ignite like something on Finn to complete his story arc, because his story arc was kind of fucked up by her in the last movie, and we can discuss this in detail in a second. But I thought that the storyline of somebody like Finn,
But I mean, like,
who was captured by the Empire, or like the new what is it?
New Order.
New Order, and from being a child to becoming a stormtrooper, now becoming a rebel kind of
leader.
thing. And I think that the storyline
Yes,
was
he's
really
a rebel leader
good.
at this point. You cannot deny that.
I thought it was a really good arc, and then just have him like go into that suicide mission that she stopped him. I thought like if she died at that point, her death will be so meaningful that he will go push a little bit farther. Because originally he was planning to run away multiple times through the movie.
It wasn't until that point that he was like, okay, I have to do this.
So if she had died, then
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so cool.
So if she had died at that point, I think that her death will be more meaningful.
Oh,
than her
that
death.
just straight up spelled it out. Oh, I hate that. Okay, so in case anyone didn't see it, right? Like in the subtitles for this particular video, it says Emperor Palpatine with some lines underneath it. Like, you don't do that. Just say, just put question marks.
No, even
like
though
in
everybody
any other
already
RPG.
knows.
Like, I know, but
Oh,
like,
dude, look at this fleet right here. Just
You talking about the Rebel fleet?
yeah,
That's
just,
straight up a Rebel fleet, and that's
Yeah.
not just a small fleet either. Like, look how many ships there are. Like, that's an Armada level.
I heard one of
fleet.
the ones that you see here is from the Star Wars Rebels. I don't know which one is it, but you see one from the.
You can actually see it. It's right here. It's the
Right here?
Ghost.
Yeah.
That's it. We're talking about the one like right there at the bottom, just below the Falcon.
Right there. Oh fuck! I love these shots right here. Whenever they have a. Oh well, obviously we're watching it right now. Why are they bringing that back? I thought those were the shittiest ships.
That wasn't the same ship.
Yeah,
from
but it's
the-
a kind of the same ship. This is a
It's an
water
idea.
ship. which
Also,
is the
hold on.
same type.
If you okay, I'm gonna bring the mouse up. So I actually noticed someone posted something on Facebook a little bit ago. I actually noticed right over here you can see a battle droid from episodes 1, 2, and 3. I just thought that was funny.
It's a nice nudge to the series. This is the saddest part right here, and I have my theory about it.
Actually, like giving himself up. For
Yeah.
something too.
Okay, so my idea is this. My idea is that you know in Rogue One, how the droid was connected to the
K2SO.
yeah, to the Millennium Falcon. I think they will.
Oh
be
no, not Rogue One. That was the.
Oh no, Solo.
Solo, yeah.
Yeah, Solo. Same thing.
You think he's going to connect himself to another ship?
Yeah. Even like
God, that looks dope.
in order to save them.
I love how Kylo Ren is wearing his helmet again too.
like in between him and R2, he would rather choose to sacrifice himself for everybody else.
Yeah.
Which he sounds like somebody a Trippier will do. You know, I wish.
We miss you, Carrie Fisher. We miss you.
This is such a great shot. Somebody was cheating on that scene. They were like, I wish they would just kill her throughout this. It's so nice to see Lando again.
Oh yeah, Billy D. Williams is a fantastic Lando
Yeah.
too.
And I really like the Lando in Solo.
Yes,
That was the one thing I really liked about
You see, what I think they could do is actually, if they wanted to, do a Lando movie with, like, have Billy D. Williams, because they had a perfect setup in Solo. Have Billy D. Williams come in and continuing his memoirs, and then when they go back in time to do, like, a frame story kind of thing, they have, I forget his name, the actor who played him in that movie.
Oh man, I actually don't remember either, and you will think that I will remember, but I
Anyway,
really don't.
Basically what I'm saying is that guy could come in and play a young Lando for that movie.
Also, I love the music on this trailer because he has like a slower paced.
It's definitely slower pace. It's very almost whimsical for this entire opening segment.
Yeah.
And then when it really starts ramping up, it gets loud and horns and it's so freaking good.
Yeah, this is Star Wars theme, but it's just so well done. I love it. I love the music here.
And the one thing that I will give these new movies that the old movies, like all of them, just do not have is presence and age. And like the only ones that really like convey age better than the others are the original trilogy because of how everything looked just old and decrepit.
Yeah.
These particular movies do that almost as good, if not better.
Yeah. That's one of the things that I remember a long time ago seeing people criticize, like, oh, like, this is in the past, but technology is better. It's supposed to be like that.
But, I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but, like, anytime they're out on the grimy streets, they're grimy, they're trash-strewn, they're awful. But you go inside, like, a building, like,
man, it's such a good
like
shot.
I'm gonna...
I love this shot right here, and I'm sorry to interrupt you,
That's
but
fine.
it's just nice to see Curry again.
Like, honored in these particular ways. Particularly because you'll notice that she actually has a line in this trailer where Luke says the Force will be with you, and then Leia comes in and says always, and it's just so freaking cool. Listen to that sad music too.
One thing
like this is like if you actually listen to the Star Wars theme,
yeah.
it's a super sad, almost a minor key rendition of it.
yeah.
Oh, it's so freaking good though.
Yeah. I don't want them to kill Leia.
I don't either.
I want them to just, you know, that shot where she hugs her. Maybe that's just the end. You know, you're done with your journey.
Like that's the end of the story. That's the end of the story.
Yeah,
that would be really cool.
And they don't.
But
kill her
that would kind of suck. Like you go to the movie and that's the last scene of it.
I mean, not the last scene, but you know, something like that.
Yeah.
Or you know, episode 6, after they. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. I'm just looping the trailer, but I feel like it's better to have the trailer than just nothing.
Or just our ugly faces on the screen.
Yeah, I feel like. If they did that, it will be so wholesome. In episode 6, when they finish everything and Luke and Han are walking and they get the medals or whatever, and Chewie
that's
doesn't
episode
get a
4.
medal. Are you serious? Episode 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, episode 4. Yeah, episode 4.
Episode 6 ends with the Ewok dance.
I'm sorry. No. Episode 6, the Ewoks are dancing, and then Luke looks off to the side and he sees the Force Ghosts. Something like that. I would like that. Even though it will be a copy almost of that. I would like to see that. I mean,
episode 7 was kind of a copy of episode 4.
So if they can even finish...
And apparently that's a bad thing, because they're like, shut up. Shut up, sit down, and enjoy the goddamn movie.
God, I can't. I enjoy it. We're obviously joking. I'm joking.
I'm not. Enjoy the movie. Like that's the thing about movies is you can analyze them. You can discuss them. There's no reason to not enjoy it unless it personally offends you.
Yeah.
And if you're offended by this basically new rendition of Luke,
yeah,
I got a story for you. Luke was originally intended to be a girl. Yeah, George Lucas, the guy who created this entire thing, originally intended Luke to be a girl named Luca, believe it or not. Oh, sorry.
End of the
Gets
rant.
me so frustrated.
Oh, God. Okay. That's so funny. Are you good now? Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay, but I'm going to get through it.
All right, hopefully. All right. Good. Okay, so did you have anything else in the realm of things you want to talk about, Star Wars related, or anything like that? Oh, we're actually going to discuss what you had. You had something earlier to say about the movie, the trailer. other than going on a rant about
I don't remember what it was.
something throughout it? Any
Um.
do you have any whatchamacallit, any guesses of what's gonna happen?
It's going to be a
Story.
clone of Emperor Palpatine.
You think so?
Yeah.
Do you think Rey is the clone of
No.
Emperor Palpatine?
Nope, not at all.
Do you think the Rise of Skywalker is regarding to Kylo or Rey?
Who cares?
You don't care?
Nope.
I think it's important.
No, it's not. Force doesn't
One
care.
is incest, one is not.
No one cares.
I care.
Too many people care. Shut up.
Okay.
Basically, what I'm saying is the
Did
Force
you-
doesn't give a shit. The Force will create its own herald of light and dark, and then it will try to balance itself out.
Forever
That
and
is
ever
it.
and ever and ever.
Yes.
Until they get another Anakin that actually joins the representations of.
No, that's literally what I was saying. Is like the Force doesn't actually care.
Mm-hmm.
The Force is just trying to make balance. That is it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you are light side, dark side. If you look at old canon, Luke Skywalker, the Grand Master of the Jedi, becomes Sith for a period of like 7 books or something
He
like
does,
that.
yeah.
He kills his wife. He sets up an entire new Sith order and then comes back to the Jedi because the Sith were destroying the Jedi a little too hard. Like, he does that because he's trying to create balance. Because he knows the Force was out of balance. I'm a Star Wars nerd. I'm sorry, I can't help it.
All right.
Stop it. Don't make me force choke you.
I'm mostly
I won't
stopping
use the
you
Force.
because you're taking the camera out of focus.
sorry.
Welcome, viewer. You just came back after watching my friend rant here for almost an hour. Man, what are you breaking over there?
It was just
You're
a pill
breaking my
bottle, I'm
shit.
sorry. It's not drugs, it's just pills. I don't know what they are.
All right. So, Star Wars.
I could go on and on about
I
Star
know
Wars.
you can go on and on Star Wars. Okay, I asked you where you thought that. Okay, do you want Rey and Kylo to end up together?
Nope.
If they are not sisters and brothers.
You mean siblings?
Yeah.
No. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they were. Just
Siblings?
because, yeah, I mean, because Disney is definitely cherry picking some of the better parts from old canon to make into this new canon that they have. Like in classic canon, there was an entire storyline where a son of Leia and Han turns to the dark side. Almost. Or does. I'm not entirely sure which. I didn't actually get to finish that for a while.
Yeah, he does, yeah. I don't forget what
And
his
he
dark
had
name
a
is.
twin sister.
Yeah.
He also had a younger brother who made the ultimate sacrifice and is forever revered in the halls of the Jedi as one of the greatest Jedi to ever live and that kind of thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if it turned out that they were siblings. I would be kind of upset just because that seems like a really cheap cop-out.
Yeah,
Like,
it does.
like, don't get me wrong, it was surprising the first time when they did it in the original trilogy. It wouldn't be surprising this time around just because different canons have existed for so long now that it wouldn't be surprising or even that fun, to be honest with
Yeah.
you.
I think the only issue that I have is episode, what is that? Force Awakens, which is technically, I guess, episode, what, 7? Yeah. The background of Rey kind of made more of a mystery kind of thing, like, oh, we need to find out.
And
everything.
again,
then
I
episode
refer you back to one of
8
my
just kind of
previous...
shit on it. And I don't think you really care much for it. Like, does it really matter?
No, it doesn't. And
No, it
I'll
really
refer you
doesn't
back
matter.
to my previous rant. Like, the Force doesn't care. It will create its own champion of light or dark based on what it needs to create balance. And it does not matter what bloodline you come from. Don't get me wrong, obviously the Force is genetic, because clearly all the Skywalker children are very powerful in the Force, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Rey is one of these characters' kids. To be honest, she doesn't have to be. And in fact, I honestly think it would be even greater if she wasn't. It would break the chain of the Skywalkers fucking up the universe, because that's basically what they've done since they became a thing in the universe. But it's just one of those things where it doesn't matter. Like at the end of The Last Jedi, when that kid was sweeping up the horse pens or whatever it was,
show him,
and they show him force pull the broom to him.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, the Force doesn't care. You could be the lowest of the low or the highest of the high. If it needs a champion for the light or the dark, it will make one. And in fact, I think one of the last few Jedi to actually understand that. I mean, I think Luke understands that now that he's dead, but Jedi that actually survived to understand the true will of the Force, the last ones that I think existed were Yoda and Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah, especially Qui-Gon Jinn.
Oh, yeah. Qui-Gon,
he was much wiser. I hate to say it, but he was more wiser than Yoda was.
Oh, he was.
At episode 1.
It wasn't until after his death that Yoda kind of saw the writing on the wall and was like, wait a minute. We fucked up big time.
Yeah.
I need to fix this.
Little too late, Yoda.
Little too late. But anyway, yeah, like those were two of the last Jedi to really understand the will of the Force. And if you watch the cartoon sliding into Netflix series, The Clone Wars, Yoda actually meets the physical embodiments of the will of the Force. And when I'm talking about will, I'm literally talking like capital W-I-L.
Well,
wills
Anakin meets
of the
them.
Force. Huh?
Anakin meets them.
No, Anakin meets the physical embodiments of the light and dark side of the Force. Yoda meets the will of the Force.
Okay. On boarding.
Yes.
All right, so
Again, super Star Wars nerd over here. Not
Apparently.
the game Super Star Wars, but you know what I mean.
Apparently.
Anyway, basically what I was just saying is like it doesn't matter. If Rey is someone's child, awesome. If she's not, even better. Because that means they open up the actual story in Star Wars to any number of other things.
Okay, so now let me ask you this now. How would you like the movie to finish? Since I was talking about that earlier. How would I like it to finish?
I would... Preferably, I'd love it to be a wonderful, loving send-off for Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
Because clearly this will be the last time they should put her in a movie. But
you know that Disney doesn't care
Disney.
about that.
Yeah, I know. Please don't shut us down and throw us in jail, Disney. We love you, but like let dead actors just die with a loving send-off.
Yeah.
Let that happen. Like I know if I remember correctly, isn't today Carrie Fisher's birthday?
Yeah.
Okay. So like they released the last trailer for The Force Awakens on her birthday. Great. She's in it for a second. That's all that matters. I would love the movie to end with in loving memory of, and then list all the actors who have died and have Carrie Fisher at the top because we know these movies probably wouldn't be as well received without her. Then I don't really know how I want the actual story to end.
The issue is, okay,
I'm pretty sure Kylo Ren's gonna die, but
you think he's gonna die?
I really do think.
You think
he
he's
is.
gonna make the ultimate sacrifice to
No.
balance the?
No, I think he's gonna be forced to make that sacrifice.
Oh, okay. I think it will make more sense being the rise of the Skywalker if he did it to kind of like go to the next level.
Yeah, to be honest, I think he's going to end up taking out Palpatine because we all know he's coming back. But he's going to sacrifice himself in order to do that. But he's going to be forced into that sacrifice. Like he goes in expecting to win the fight, he probably gets either chopped in half or have a lightsaber run through his chest.
Do you think Rey will die?
I hope not.
They both die together?
I hope not because she's honestly the best person to bring actual balance to the Force.
Yeah, because she's not technically a Jedi.
She's not, and in fact, she actually accepted the dark side.
Yeah,
very much like Luke did at the end of Episode 6 when he was fighting Vader. He gave into the hate.
Yeah.
He did,
but he didn't use it.
No, he did. He used it.
Yeah,
he
did,
used it to fight Vader, beat him down, but then he gave it up.
Yeah,
that's
he did.
when he threw his lightsaber down. That's when he gave up being being part of the dark side. Rey, on the other hand, fully accepted the dark side when she went into the cave to find out who her parents were. And and obviously the dark side didn't actually give her anything that she wanted or needed. Definitely needed, but that was more the wills than the dark side. What I really think is going to happen is that she's going to end up being not a dark Jedi and not quite a
true
light
gray
Sith. She's going to be
Jedi.
a true Force user.
Yeah.
Not because you got to understand.
I think that's true balance in a sense. I think I agree with you there.
Because the thing is that the Jedi and the Sith, those are religions. It's the dark side and the light side of the Force that they worship effectively, but that is all that it is. It's just a religion. You can, I'm gonna refrain from making any comparisons to modern day religions. All I'm gonna say is that basically, she fully understands for the most part and accepts just about every part of the entire Force, not as two separate entities that are connected, but as one single entity that has multiple facets. Yeah. I truly believe that if she is the one that survives, because to be honest, any one of them could die and all of them could die. It really wouldn't matter. But if she does survive, she could truly lead other Force users to understand both sides of the Force and then truly create balance in the universe.
We have a comment here.
I love the cartoon Clone Wars series. Are you talking about the 2D animation one, or are you talking about the 3D animation one? Like the one that was like, what was it, 5 minutes long per episode, or the one that was like fully CG and was like?
I think 20? It means the actual series.
The old one, the Clone Wars cartoon. Okay, so the 2D one, yes, the one where Saj Ventress was actually introduced, and where we got to see how Anakin got the scar over his eye. Yeah, that was actually really dope, and I'm really upset that they didn't like continue with that particular animation style. Though I will say that I really did enjoy the 3D Clone Wars series as well.
Yeah.
And that one actually told a lot more distinguishing tales from the Old Republic.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that.
I want more, but
we keep talking about how there's Star Wars fatigue, but we're just we want more.
No. I'm not. Okay, I don't claim Star Wars fatigue because I will never get tired of Star Wars.
Oh God, neither do I.
But let's face it, the movies that they have done so far haven't been up to the full potential of Star Wars.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say I really enjoyed Rogue One. I liked that too. I think out of the recent canon movies, I think that one has done the best. I really do. Like out of all of them. Oh, you're talking about how episode three started. Okay, sorry. We were thrown through a loop with that comment. Sorry.
That was like the conversation.
Yeah, sorry. I was thrown through a loop there. Anyway, what was I talking about? Damn it, Bunkai Master, you threw me through a loop.
What were you saying?
I don't know anymore. God, what was I talking about?
I don't remember.
I got on a train. I got off the train. It's your fault, Bunkai Master. Yeah. I know you're sorry.
You were talking about the Rogue One, how...
Oh, okay. Okay. Back on the train. Rogue One was done the best. I think the solo movie really should have been at very least 2 movies instead of the 1.
I think Solo should have been a TV series.
Even if it was a TV series, it should have been split up instead of the jumbled mess that it was. It was still done pretty well.
But it had a Star Wars feeling to it.
Oh, it definitely had a Star Wars feeling to it, but the problem was they didn't expand upon it enough.
Yeah.
Though I will say, seeing this is kind of spoilers for that, so I'm sorry. If you haven't seen it by now, I don't know what your problem is, and that you probably don't actually like Star Wars. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, if you made it into an hour and 10 minutes of this Star Wars / all the stuff discussion, then
whatever. Anyway, Rogue One showed Luke.
You mean the Darth Vader, right?
You mean, yeah, because...
What?
Why are you saying Rogue One? Rogue One was not that. Rogue One was getting the Death Star plans to the rebels.
Rogue One.
Rogue One was Jyn Erso. That was not a Luke one. Might have been what Luke was originally meant to be, but anyway.
Rogue One. I'm trying to think what movie
Are you sure you're not?
to. Oh, did you mean?
Are you sure you don't mean Last Jedi?
When Rey was upset a lot. Was she upset a lot? She was pretty
Yeah,
fucking angry.
'cause-
Yeah, but I mean, Luke was being a
No, it's okay.
asshole.
I'm pretty sure you mean Last Jedi, because that was where Rey and Luke actually interacted with each other.
And they were kind of like having this. They had an interesting dynamic, and I really liked the dynamic that they had.
I love Mark Hamill's performance. To that
I just
entire
felt like
segment.
if they had extended that a little bit more and show him kind of teaching her a little bit more.
No, Luke was not in Rogue One. Trust me on this one.
Yeah, Luke was not.
No, he was not in it at all.
Luke was milking cows or milking aliens in that movie.
In Last Jedi.
No. I'm making a joke.
He was a moisture
I'm making
farmer.
a joke. I'm making a joke.
He was a moisture farmer during Rogue One.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's okay.
It's okay, Bunkai Master. We got you.
You're good.
Trust me.
We got what you're
Trust me
talking-
on this one.
Yeah.
I watched these movies way too many times.
Yeah. And I get where you're coming from.
Okay.
So Rogue One.
Rogue
Great movie.
One, I think, had my favorite scene from the entire series, though. When Darth Vader's walking down the hall and being the most Darth
when
Vader
he's being a
ever Darth
badass and
Vader.
just
that's-
brutally murdering everybody.
Ooh,
Great
when I saw
scene.
that in theaters, everyone in my theater was jumping up and
Yeah, there was somebody who was clapping.
Oh, that was probably me. I was so excited when I saw that.
Yeah, that was good.
Yes, no, you definitely thought Last Jedi, man. It's okay. It's okay. We forgive you. We're not going to judge you. We're just going to say you messed up, and we'll move on from that. But seriously, anytime I think of the scene where Vader is walking down, he just holds a guy up to the ceiling and casually backhands him into death. Oh, it was so good.
Do you know what? It's totally fun because we lose track of.
We lose track of the days of the week. Don't worry about it.
So it's good to have somebody to kind of like add into the chat and a conversation.
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah, so feel free to continue to
anyone who's watching
comment. And everybody
'Cause I know
else, 'cause
there are-
there's like 5 of you guys. So
One of them's me, remember?
Yeah.
I know there's 4 of you. Everyone, if you want to ask a question of us, please, we will do our best to answer.
drop a comment and let us know what you guys think about any of these.
And if you're
crazy
watching this
conversations
VOD, I'm sorry.
here. You can still drop a comment and we'll reply to it at some
eventually,
point.
if we go back and watch this, because I
I'm
know
actually-
I will.
I'm actually pretty good at commenting back to people's comments,
I don't have access to that channel, so I don't really.
but you can still comment.
I can, but at the same time, I only go back and listen to the podcast because while I'm driving back and forth from work and home. Anyway, back to the rant. But seeing Darth Vader be that much of a badass was so freaking cool.
Yeah, he's talking about Star Wars comic, like stories from YouTube Star Wars fans. I seen some really good fan YouTube videos, or like movies. Like I saw a Vader one. Did you see that one?
No, not at all.
Oh, it's so good.
Here's the thing. If I'm gonna watch a Star Wars video on YouTube, I'm gonna do like what I've been doing with Warhammer 40K. I'm gonna listen to what is effectively a podcast on lore and expanded universe stuff. I'm not really in it for the Jar Jar father story. Okay, what are you smoking and where can I get some? Jar Jar should never have... I mean, I understand what the original idea for Jar Jar was. Is supposedly the rumor was that Jar Jar was supposed to be the original Sith Lord, and that would have been so freaking cool. Like, who's going to think that's a Sith Master? Who? Like, that would have been so cool, but everyone talked George Lucas out of it, and it kind of hurts my soul. But that... Jar Jar should not be a father. If he's just the silly, goofy character that he is and not the actual Sith Lord, he should not be a father. And that is not okay. Anyway. Back to Darth Vader being awesome. And then like seeing him stand out just in open space, just being like, "Yep, I'm a badass. All right, I'm gonna walk back in. Let's go after this Carillion Corvette." Because that's so freaking cool.
All right, so
Sorry.
to me,
I had to
Rogue
come
One.
down from there.
I have Rogue One, and then I have.
Are you talking about like?
I'm gonna rank them. So
are you talking about ranking the new ones or the whole series?
Yeah. No, the new ones, just the new ones. So I have Rogue One, and then I have the last. No, not the Last Jedi. Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Then I will say Solo, and then the Last Jedi.
Here's the thing. I actually have a very similar list. The only thing is I actually put Solo above Force Awakens.
You will put the Last Jedi above Force Awakens? Would you?
I put Rogue One at the top. Okay, of the 4 that we have available to look at from new canon, my list
your list.
starts exactly as yours does.
Okay,
Rogue
Rogue
One,
One.
clearly the best one out of the bunch.
Yeah.
And depending on True Jedi Shouldn't Be Born.
He should have not been.
He was a little too much, and there was nothing planned for him.
Yeah.
So yes,
He was a really useless character.
Oh yes. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like Jar Jar was a father. I was like, who would want to be with that?
Oh, it was about his father.
Oh, yeah. I could see why he would do that. Anyway, that if that is actual canon, link us because I want to see that. But if it's not actual canon, just chill.
Don't worry about it. All right. What were you saying? Your ranking.
Ranking obviously Rogue One at the top. Then it depends on the day for the next 3. Today I actually think I would actually tie Solo and Force Awakens. Or no, Last Jedi. Yes, I know that sounds weird, and I actually put Force Awakens at the bottom. Not because of anything in particular, but I just feel like those both Solo and The Last Jedi told a more complete story. And I know I seem to just be contrary just to be contrary, but I'm not. I promise you. I actually have like personal reasons for this.
Good. Okay,
like,
give me your reasons because I need to know this.
I really do think like seeing more of a story, at least for me, is more compelling than just Flash and Flash and the bang and the special effects. Like I really do enjoy those movies for the stories that they told. Like I know a lot of people didn't like The Last Jedi because of the whole, we're running away and we have no idea where we're gonna end up, or the whole side story into the gambling planet. It's the same thing happened with episode 5. Like if you actually look at how the stories are structured, they're very nearly the same thing. And while I didn't think episode 5 was my favorite from the original trilogy, I do still think it had its place. And I really think that once we have episode 9 is this new one, like we'll have the full and complete story for this entire arc, and I think people will realize that episode 8 isn't as bad as people think it is.
I think
because we don't have the whole story right now. It tells more of the story, and I really appreciate that because story and character development are what I live for.
Yeah.
So that's why I really enjoy those two movies over, say, The Force Awakens. And don't get me wrong, I love The Force Awakens. Hell, it was the first movie I'd actually pre-ordered ever. And I don't do that, like, at all.
So, to me, the last Jedi.
And the people who hate on the actor playing Rose, you need to stop. She was a fantastic actor. Her part may have been written poorly, but she was a fantastic actor and did everything right that she could. And people hating on her just because she's a person of color, like, you're wrong. You need to stop, and you need to understand that the universe is a big place. Hell, there are blue people outside the Outer Rim, so shut up.
Okay, all right.
Rant over.
Rant
Sorry.
over for whatever reason that has nothing to do with anything. I think The Last Jedi have very poor pacing.
Its pacing was all over the place. But again, I enjoy the story and the character development. But the pacing.
I do believe that it wasn't a bad story to be told. I think it just needed some working.
Go ahead. I'm still listening.
And let's see. I just think the pacing was bad on The Last Jedi. There was a lot of things that they did that bothered me a bit, but I didn't think it was really bad. Like I didn't think it was the worst movie ever made. But I do think that there were some things that I didn't like about it. So if you're seeing this, you're probably gonna see it a little bit later.
Reconnection successful. Where are we? Where are we?
We are back.
Hey, we're back.
You know, we went from 0 kilobytes to 6,000 kilobytes. Yeah, technical difficulties again.
Yeah.
I am so sorry. People watch Netflix in the house, and that just completely fucks over my connection. So I do apologize about
we are trying.
that.
We promise.
But anyway, we're probably gonna wrap this up soon anyway.
Oh shit!
It's okay. It's okay. It's just gonna load up in a minute. So yeah, we're probably gonna wrap this one up soon. But final thoughts on the trailer that we watched.
Oh, I severely enjoyed the trailer. I will probably watch it again when I finally get home tonight. There's really nothing more to say other than I'm super excited for it.
Yeah, I'm excited for that, and I do want you to finish your thing about the. Anything that you wanted to say?
Oh no, I finished all my rants.
You did? Okay. All right.
Now, before we go,
We're not gonna go yet, but Bankai Master or any of the Forces viewers that have right now, any other questions?
please
you guys wanna
ask us anything.
drop
If you
in
have,
here?
please be respectful to us and the other people in chat. But if you have any questions for us personally, for us obviously within reason, or if you have any questions about what we like, what we dislike about anything that's coming out. If you want to just ask us a random, like, do we think aliens exist kind of question, just let us know.
At the moment, it don't. Okay, that's cool. I do wanna kind of do a little announcement, even though I'm gonna probably announce this later. I am gonna start a movie channel with just movies and books because I do books and movies and stuff. So I'll let you guys know about it at some point.
And we'll be doing.
And
I'll
we
be
are
on
gonna
there
be
as
doing.
well.
Yeah, so
more than likely, what we'll end up doing is we'll end up going to see movies together. We'll start talking about those on there, so that way we can have a little bit more freedom through YouTube's algorithm to be like, "Hey, check out this video."
Yeah,
instead of.
I realize the way that YouTube works is kind of a little bit hard for a lot of people to look at my channel other than with games and stuff like that. So just wanted to kind of let it know to everybody that watches that.
We'll give that a look when we're done with the stream.
I'll check it out, and if I ever have something to say, I'll let you guys know about that as well. So Censor Gaming, I'll check that out here. All right, so anything else you wanna
just before we go? Anyone have a question? You don't have to raise your hand; just post it in the chat because we can't see if your hands raised.
And there is another viewer here. Hi, fifth person that joined the.
You're a little late, but hey, if you want to ask a question, this is the time to ask it.
All right, so we'll give it a minute because he does take a minute for it to refresh on the channel.
Okay, so while we're waiting for any actual questions to come in from you guys, I'm gonna pose one to you. In Star Wars regular canon, Legends canon, whatever canon you can think of, what's your favorite light weapon? Lightsaber, double bladed, Shoto. What lightsaber would you consider as your favorite?
My favorite. Okay, so
I've actually gone through and read quite a bit more on some Legends canon light weapons.
It's funny because a lot of people mistakenly think that the lightsabers, adding the extra things or whatever, is like a joke.
No,
but
it's not. It's an actual thing.
It's an actual thing in Star Wars canon. It's the whip is a canon. Luke has used the whip in battle before.
He's also used a short lightsaber.
Yeah,
one very similar
Shoto too.
Yeah, one very similar to what Master Yoda uses.
Yeah, I do like double-sided lightsabers.
Like the staff style lightsaber.
Staff style lightsaber, yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
What is your?
One that wasn't widely used just because it wasn't widely easy to use. Oddly enough, the light axe.
Light axe. Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
Basically, think of the weird axes that the First Order was using when they almost executed Rose and Finn.
Mm-hmm.
It's that, but the blade is closer to the actual haft, and it's lightsaber material.
Yeah.
Like, and it looks dope as hell. And I think that is one of my favorites. But that and the light whip are my two favorite weapons.
Yeah, I think the light whip will be cool to see in action.
Oh god, that was
Like
so
I would
freaking
really
cool.
like to see that, because I know it's a big joke to a lot of people. Kind of like I've seen a lot of like videos or like
Like
gifs
someone
and-
tries to use a whip and they hurt themselves
Yeah,
instead of the person. But like you got to realize the light whip is being controlled by a force user. No actual person other than a force user could use it because you have to be able to control the light whip with the force. Like that's what that is.
Yeah. The one other thing that I like is, or what I would like to see in a movie, would be the really old lightsabers that
That they had to wear like
they had
battery belts
like
and
a,
stuff.
yeah, like a backpack or whatever. That's
No,
what I
it's belts.
imagine. That's what I imagine in my mind. It's a belt, and they're like
Yes.
actually connected to
Yep.
it. Yeah, I want to see that in like a game, or because I feel like it will be a good game mechanic.
to have to like watch your battery level.
Yeah,
and that
exactly.
Kind of stuff.
I think that will be so cool for like a. I don't know. This is even before the Old Republic, so I don't know.
No, it was the times when that was used. Those were called the proto sabers.
Yeah.
That was actually before the Jedi split into the Jedi and the Sith.
Yeah.
Because there was at one point
Well, that,
only
like,
the
what are
Jedi.
they called? Jedi or whatever. It's like a different pronunciation to Jedi.
It's
to
very
right.
weird. It's a Legends canon thing, but at the same time, like it's real old. Like we're talking the founding of the Jedi
Yeah,
Order.
they had a fucking planet for themselves.
Yeah, and then when the other Jedi rebelled, they took over another planet, and then it was just an entire Jedi Wars. So freaking cool! So many awesome stories, but the proto sabers were just kind of garbage, if we're completely honest. Because honestly, for the most part, Jedi at that time actually used vibro sabers. Believe it or not.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they didn't actually use lightsabers. They just took vibro sabers and enhanced them with the Force. Because obviously, if you're swinging with the Force, then you got a bunch of Force behind a blade, and it's gonna shatter unless you reinforce it.
Yeah.
But
it all makes sense too.
But once they discovered how to make lightsabers, the proto sabers at the very least, like that's when the Jedi started being like, okay, I think we can make this work.
All right, guys. So this is gonna be the end. I think we're losing viewers here because we already talked about
Everything that we were going to talk about.
So thank you so much for watching these, guys. If you're new, please consider liking and subscribing, and catch us in the new next.
Maybe not next week, but sometime in the near future, we're going to do another.
Yeah, we're
one
gonna
of
do a
these.
live stream. This is podcast number 9 already. So
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Please go back and watch our old ones.
Yeah,
Hell, I
yeah.
go back and watch them on a regular basis. Mainly because I'm narcissistic and like hearing my own voice coming up
I
through
think
my speakers.
the first live stream that we did was pretty good. We talked about all of our favorite games.
Yeah, and we literally just rambled for an
Yeah.
hour and a half.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this. See ya.
Bye.